What's going on, guys? Today I'm doing a video on who's the most powerful in Phase 2 of the MCU. I'll only be counting feats from Phase 1 and Phase 2, and only be ranking characters that we see in Phase 2. I already did a video on who's the most powerful in Phase 1, so please click the link below if you want to see that. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. The human tier are characters that are comparable to normal humans. Alexander Pierce is at the bottom of this list. He has some combat experience, but we are seeing none of this, and he was easily shot down by Nick Fury. Trevor Slattery, the actor, is up next. He's a joke of a character and has no real combat feats. Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, was able to break a guy's nose, but he's old now and has no feats in Phase 2. Baron Strucker is one of the leaders of Hydra and has some combat experience, but gets one shot by Ultron. Happy Hogan was able to take down a large guard, which puts him above a regular human. Luis was able to one-shot many armed guards, and has charisma like no other.
What's up?
Ulysses Claw is an international criminal and a black market arms dealer. He has no real combat feats in Phase 2 of the MCU and got his arm chopped off by Ultron, but he has access to a vast amount of vibranium and weapons. Kraglin is Yondu's right-hand man. He's a bit of a coward amongst the Avengers, but he has incredible space tech. Maria Hill is a highly decorated SHIELD agent. She was able to give Hawkeye some trouble and take down many armed fodder. Sharon Carter is at the top of this tier. She's a highly decorated SHIELD agent, and she's a great marksman and combatant. But she had a gun pointed at Brock Rumlow, aka Crossbones, and she lost. She has way better feats in the later phases. Peak Human. These are characters that far exceed what a human is capable of. Nick Fury's at the bottom of this tier. He's a highly skilled hand-to-hand combatant and marksman, able to easily shoot down Alexander Pierce. Peggy Carter is up next. She was in Phase 2. She was in Ant-Man and she was in Agent Carter one-shot. And she was able to take down multiple armed men and a big armed mercenary. Brock Rumlow, aka Crossbones, was able to beat Sharon Carter even with a gun to his head. He was also beaten Sam Wilson in hand-to-hand combat. Sam Wilson without the suit will be around Peggy Carter level. Batroc the Leaper was able to give Captain America a good fight. Hawkeye was able to fight on par with Black Widow while mind controlled, but eventually lost. He was also able to beat Scarlet Witch, who is super powerful. Granted, Scarlet Witch was caught off guard. Black Widow was able to beat a mind-controlled Hawkeye, but she easily got stomped by the Winter Soldier. Rocket Raccoon's up next. He isn't physically the strongest, but has weapons that can take down literal moons. He also got pretty easily dealt with by Gamora. At the top of the tier, it's Falcon in his first iteration of the suit. He did alright against the Winter Soldier, but eventually lost. The Warriors tier consists of characters that far exceed what a human is capable of. The Warriors 3 are highly decorated Asgardian soldiers, able to take on multiple frost giants like their father. Lady Sith is relatives to the Warriors 3. Korath the Pursuer was able to give Drax a good fight, but eventually he got killed. Yellow Jacket is basically Ant-Man with lasers. He should probably be higher than Ant-Man, but he actually lost in their fight. Ant-Man was able to beat Yellow Jacket and beat Falcon in a tough fight. Yondu has an arrow that can kill literal armies. I don't think anybody will be able to outrun it. He might have trouble against Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket though. The rest of the people below him he'll be able to take down with his arrow. Star-Lord's up next. He was relative to Gamora in their fight and has incredible tech. He also still has his celestial genes, but we didn't see them in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, so I won't be counting them. The Winter Soldier is relative to Cap in their fights, Cap having the slight edge until he gave up. He also made Black Widow run away. Captain America had the slight edge over Bucky. He also put up a decent fight against Ultron. Nebula's up next. She never actually beat her sister Gamora up until this point, but was basically relative to her in Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn said Bucky is like wet creme paper to Nebula. I can't really use that to scale, but Nebula was able to take an explosion to the face and get back up easily. Gamora's at the top of this tier. She was able to beat Nebula only slightly and was on par with Star-Lord in hand-to-hand combat. She also threw Rocket Raccoon like he was a rag doll. Thanos literally called her the most deadliest woman in the galaxy. Elite warriors are characters that can easily tank bullets or run faster than bullets. Drax had the slight edge over Gamora in their fight and was able to be on par with Groot. Bullets literally tickled the guy. He's able to beat Korath the Pursuer also, but got his ass handed to him by Ronan. Quicksilver is faster than bullets in some cases.
You didn't see that coming.
He was able to run through Ultron bots like hot knife through butter, and can probably run through everybody below him. He was able to knock down Captain America with ease and Hawkeye, which puts him at least a tier above them. Frigga's up next. In my last tier list, she was in the Warriors tier, but she has way better feats in Phase 2, that's why she moves up to the Elite Warriors tier. She was able to beat Malekith, but got pretty easily subdued by Kursk. She also taught Loki everything that he needs to know about Asgardian magic. Heimdall, like Frigga, was in the Warriors tier in my last video, but since he has better feats in Phase 2, he's in the Elite Warriors tier. He's able to destroy a Dark Elf ship with ease. Loki even said that his powers even rival Odin. War Machine Mark II armor was on par with Mark V Iron Man armor. He was able to beat Whiplash with the help of Iron Man Mark II and beat many extremists. Normal extremists would be around Captain America level. Pepper Potts is stronger than normal extremists, able to take down Iron Man suits and bash Aldrich Killian around. Aldrich Killian is the leader of the extremists. He got caught off guard and got killed by Pepper Potts, but he was weakened by Iron Man up until that point. He is far superior to a normal extremist, able to even breathe fire. Iron Man had to use many suits to try and take him down. Even then, that wasn't even enough. Groot is basically... he can regrow from getting his arms chopped off, and can probably survive any attack laid by anybody below him in this tier list. Even when he died, he was able to create offspring. Loki is the master of illusions. He was able to kill a powerhouse like Kursk by using his illusions and using a black hole grenade. He does have weak showings though, like losing to Iron Man in the Mark 7 suit and getting absolutely obliterated by the Hulk. Iron Man in the Mark 45 suit is at the top of this tier. He used this suit at the end of the Avengers Age of Ultron, but mostly used the Mark 43 suit in Avengers Age of Ultron. He beat Ultron in the Mark 43 suit. Granted, Ultron didn't have his vibranium body yet. And also in the Mark 7 suit, which is substantially weaker than the Mark 43 and Mark 45 suit, he beat Loki. The Team Destroyers tier is up next. These are characters that need multiple people to take down. Ultron in his vibranium suit is at the bottom of this tier. He was able to beat an unsuspected Thor, though Thor was definitely caught off guard. He was basically on par with Vision, even though Vision was the upgrade. It took the combined mind of Vision, Thor, and Iron Man to start melting the body of Ultron. He was severely weakened after that, and Hulk was able to one-shot him, and Wanda was able to kill him. Vision's up next on this tier. Vision is meant to be the upgrade over Ultron's vibranium body, but was basically on par with Ultron in their fights, so their rankings can be interchangeable. Thor is up next. He's basically on par with Hulk in Avengers Assemble. He beat Loki many times, but he does have some anti-feats, like getting caught off guard and almost losing to Ultron. I do believe in a fair fight though, pre-awakened Thor would beat Ultron. Hulk was able to have the slight edge over Thor in their fight, and was able to one-shot a weakened Ultron. That's why he goes above both of them in this tier. But he also got his mind messed up by Wanda, and got knocked out by Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster was able to knock out the Hulk. In most of their fight, Hulk had the slight edge, but in the end, Hulkbuster was able to knock him out. Wanda is up next. I know physically she's not the strongest, like she got taken down by Hawkeye, but she messed up with Thor's mind and Hulk's mind. And I think in the end of Age of Ultron, when Pietro died, Just by crying, she killed hundreds of bots, and by then she's able to beat the likes of Ultron and Vision. With her potential as well, she deserves to be this place on the tier. Kursk is up next. He's basically a more combat experienced Hulk. He was able to destroy Thor in a fight, while Hulk was only on par with Thor. He was able to even kill Frigga with ease. He got killed by Loki's illusions, basically. Loki put a black hole grenade, which are super powerful weapons, even able to kill the likes of him. The planetary level tier are characters that have planet-like feats. I have to give an honorable mention to Odin's father Bor. We see him in Thor Dark World, but he has no real feats, but he would be in this tier if I was ranking him. Malekith possessing the ether is at the bottom of this tier. Malekith on his lonesome is kind of weak. He lost to Frigga easily, and if I had to rank him without the ether, he will be at the bottom of the elite warriors. But with the ether, he's a whole nother ball game. He was beating Thor in their fight, and the only reason he lost was because of Thor using outside tech. He could have put all the 9 realms in complete darkness, which is a crazy feat. He was getting even stronger when fighting Thor, and would have been even higher on the list if he didn't get defeated. Ronan with the Power Stone is up next. Even without the Power Stone, he was able to easily beat up Drax, and without the Power Stone, he would be at least near the top of the Elite Warriors tier. With the Power Stone, he had the balls to threaten Thanos, and he could easily destroy a whole planet. He even tanked a gun that was made by Rocket that can shatter moons. He also took out the whole fleet of the Nova Corps. The only way he was defeated was by dancing. Ronan with the Power Stone might think he can beat Thanos, but I don't think so. We see Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, which is in 2014. And 2014 Thanos was able to fight against Worthy Cap, Nanotech Iron Man suit, and Fat Thor, who's awakened now. That feat alone puts him above Ronan with the Power Stone. Odin's at the top of this tier. He was able to beat a Prime Surtur, the same Surtur that destroyed all of Asgard with one shot. It was also stated that Thanos only started to pursue the Infinity Stones after Odin's death. He was also able to take away Thor's powers. With these feats and statements, it easily puts him at the top of this tier. So the strongest in Phase 2 is Esson the Searcher. If you don't know what movie he came from, it was Guardians of the Galaxy. He was able to destroy a whole planet with the Power Stone. Like, obviously he would be at the top of this tier. He's a freaking Celestial. Celestial's able to create universes and planets. There is the final tier list. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.